Russia closes Northern Sea route, blames NATO activities. U.S. unveils legal trigger for war. Everybody, Johnny Storm, don't speak. Well, that was the report we had a couple days ago. And I want to emphasize Russia closing this Northern Sea route and blaming NATO activities in particular, because today I'm here to report to you that Russia has cut gas supplies to Europe and Amasses military on Western borders. Also being reported by Hal Turner, who has an update here that I'll cover here in a second. But going back to this story from democraticeurope.eu, Russia dramatically cut its gas supplies to Europe as it amassed troops on its western borders, triggering a response from the U.S. military. State-controlled Gazprom halved its supply to Ukraine since Monday after cutting gas completely to a pipeline through Poland. The move has been seen as the Kremlin's latest attempt to ratchet up the pressure on Germany to approve the new Nord Stream 2 pipeline that goes directly to Germany. Of course, it was also have to do with Ukraine. Meanwhile, a top U.S. general said Wednesday the U.S. was monitoring significant military movement following reports of a military buildup in Russia's west. General Mark Miley says that we've seen this before. What does it mean? We don't know yet. It's too early to tell. Right. He did say, however, the U.S. didn't see anything overtly aggressive. And then also Ukraine's top brass dismissed the reports of an increasing Russian threat, saying they have not observed any significant increase in weaponry or forces. However, they also said on Wednesday that Russia still had 90,000 troops deployed to southwestern regions close to Ukraine and that stayed in the area after massive military drills this spring. And don't forget, they've got a couple 100,000 sitting ready to go, and all of their equipment is already deployed and being maintained. So all they have to do is deploy, and they can have probably 200,000 more troops in there within hours. Just saying. But that's the latest on the gas situation. As we go over here to Hal Turner, here's the map. And this is the meter where they're saying that this is the lowest flow measured ever. And that was yesterday. And now today we have an update right here. Russia has further reduced the amount of natural gas flowing through this Yamal Europe pipeline. As of today, the pipeline's flowing at only 5% of capacity. This is the lowest level ever. And here's a chart of it. And it's chopped off the charts. So at this level, Europe must begin drawing down on its tanked natural gas reserves to provide electric generation and home heating, except for the fact that Europe does not have a vast amount of tanked reserves. So here's the amount of natural reserves left in Europe and Britain. And the interesting thing is, which I agree with here, is look at which countries have the lowest and then compare those to which NATO countries are giving Russia the hardest time. The UK, Romania is now housing US air forces built up for the Ukraine conflict, and Poland. They're all pretty low on the charts here. So the very same countries causing the most trouble for Russia over Ukraine are precisely the same countries that have the lowest natural gas reserves and need Russian gas to generate heat, electric and heat homes. So they're in trouble because the EU sent a message and now Putin has sent one right back to them saying, okay, go ahead and freeze. See how you like that. So they're saying that this has to do with the Nord Stream 2 pipeline and also Ukraine. Also on the Polish border, they were attacked again as security forces are pelted with stones over the last couple of days and firecrackers, I might add. A total of 76 people tried to cross here recently within the last 24 hours from Belarus. Of those, 20 people staged an assault and threw stones at the border guards. They said 20 people tried to storm the Polish border from Belarus. Stones were thrown at the border guards. All the offenders were detained. Then a few days ago, 93 migrants from Belarus tried to illegally cross the Polish border. A group of 11 immigrants attacked the Polish border guards. During the attack, illegal immigrants used firecrackers. So there you go. That is an ongoing situation as well, as Belarus continues to send migrants to the Polish border. And that's about it for now, at least with Russia and Ukraine. And I haven't looked into China and Taiwan much yet, at least not today, but I haven't come across anything as of now. So that's the latest. And don't forget, don'tspeaknews.com. Well, that's home base for everything else that we do. I'm going to have some more video up here probably tonight or tomorrow in regards to the Nephilim, the fallen angels, and what we're dealing with today. I would look for that tonight, but more than likely tomorrow, as I'm still finishing out the outlines and so forth. But expect another video on that subject very soon. And I'll be right here at don'tspeaknews.com, home base for everything that we do. When the YouTube channel goes down, which it has, this is where we're at. And this is where we're going to be at for the most part all the time. Except for war news, which I think is still okay to put on YouTube. Just not sure anymore. Except for that, everything else is going to go right here on don'tspeaknews.com. All right. That is it for now. I'll keep my eyes on it as always. God bless. Take care. Johnny Storm. Don't speak.